Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Zeppo's Kitchen. Today I'm making some chicken with some homemade pasta and some vegetables. So without further ado, let's get to cooking. Alright, so right now I am getting the homemade noodles ready. So, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here. Just like that. I think we're going to make some like butter garlic noodles. Like that. And then we're just going to dump this in here. Like so. And we're going to add water to this. Alright, so to this I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. Pinch a dash like that. And then we're just going to get this running and going. We're going to go put this on and hit on. There we go, and start. There we go. All right, now we're just going to dump this in slowly, gradually. Let it just kind of mix together. And then while that's going on, I'm going to take start chopping our vegetables. Okay, so our vegetables, we are gonna do onion, pepper, like our normal, garlic. I'm going to use up my zucchini that I had. Just cut this. Dice this up. There goes the cat. Sorry, let me just get a bowl. And, oops, and my little scraper. Like so. Let's go ahead, and I have green pepper and I have yellow pepper. These 2 buttes. And these peppers were from the pepper steak that I made. So we're just gonna use the leftover of this. Look, this barely had any seeds in it. Okay. go ahead and chop that one up. For these, I'm going to do very small, like diced peppers. This is finally going to extract out just gonna chop this up. There we go. Just like so. And this is the penne attachment. However, sometimes like the first ones that come out are like never good, but it's fine. So then we just go like that. Just gonna do this real fast. So, not really sure what kind of dish I'm making, honestly. I just doing chicken and some vegetables. Maybe like a buttery garlic noodle with like Parmesan crusted chicken, or like panko breaded chicken. I think that sounds good. Just like that. But how are you guys liking these videos? Do you guys like it like this, or would you rather go back to the web camera and the like voiceovers? I actually prefer this. This is actually really fun, and just doing it from my phone, not that bad. Then I have 2 zucchini. Chop up zucchini. I actually like zucchini. I also like eggplant. I should make eggplant parmesan. My mom makes really good eggplant parmesan. And it's very, like, you think it might be but it's actually super delicious. Homemade sauce and everything. So we're gonna just chop these like I always do. Just into cubes and keeping that theme going. And we're just gonna try to chop these thinly as possible so they cook all the way. And I'm trying to keep an eye on my noodles as well, because I realized that maybe I don't really want long noodles. So trying to keep those as kind of short as possible. And of course, my cat, my sous chef is right below my feet, biting my ankles like always. Nothing new. I think the noodles are a little bit too dry. I don't think I added enough water, but that's fine. I mean, they're still good. They're still coming out fine. It's just that usually they wouldn't be this open, but that's okay. They're just gonna get eaten. All right, so we have everything in our bowl. I realized you guys couldn't see that. Pepper, onion, zucchini. I do have a shallot as well. I'm gonna chop this up real fast. I think my cat just thinks that he's getting some food when, you know, this is not people food. This is not cat food, this is people food. That's what... And that... Are you having fun? Trying to play with the string on the apron. Okay, that's good. I do have garlic here. Go ahead and get these pieces out. But going back to what I was saying before, I personally like doing this from my phone. I finally just said, you know what, I'm gonna do it, see how it goes, and it actually is going pretty well. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like the old way better? Do you guys like this way? I feel like this way I can actually talk to you all and kind of explain what I'm doing and not do a voiceover. But I know some people don't like longer videos, you know, because usually the ones that I would voice over were only like, what, 3 to 7 minutes. I know these are a little bit longer and whatnot, but I find these ones enjoyable. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think. So here is our garlic with a little bit of pepper. Just go ahead and cut that. Let me get a little bowl for this. There we go. Alright, now the machine is mixing again, and then it's going to extrude out one more time, and then that should be it. So now, with our vegetables chopped and everything, I am going to clean this up real fast and then switch over to the chicken and bread that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I just want to show you that you see all of this, you see how it's all like stringy and whatnot. So this is how they're actually supposed to come out. You see how it's like, I mean, I know it's still broken, but like, you see how it's like put together. It's not supposed to be like this, but that's okay. Like something like this is supposed to be like that, but that's fine. They're still gonna get eaten. Not a big deal. All right, so I have 3 things: eggs, flour, breadcrumbs. This is panko breadcrumbs, by the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take Parmesan and Romano cheese, add this to my breadcrumbs. It's just one big lump, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Alright, so this is pretty much done. So, mix this up. To this, I'm going to add in onion powder, garlic salt, garlic powder, pepper, a little bit of paprika, and then I'm also going to add in some parsley flakes, some Parmesan flakes, of course. It's a new thing. Alright, so this is done. I'm gonna just turn that off, move this a little, and then set this over to the side. To the eggs, let me go ahead and scramble these up. Go ahead and do that. So those are good to go. And then to the flour, I'm gonna add the same thing. Some pepper, garlic salt, parsley flakes, onion powder, paprika, and garlic powder. All right, give this a mix. Should look like that. If you can see, it's all mixed and well together. Same thing with this. Give this a nice mix. All right, so I'm gonna put the pasta over here. We're gonna have to get the pasta water ready. And then I'm gonna get a dish. And then here, I think is just two. These might be. Yes. So, some chicken breasts. Now, I feel like these are a little bit too thick to handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, just going to move this a little bit out of the way. I'm going to just take this and cut these in half. So I'm going to take it. Just a little, okay. And then I'm just going to cut it in half until I get two somewhat pieces. That's okay. It's not as thick as it was before. I can pound those out as well. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I guess that's like the tender, because there's that little piece that you find in the chicken tenders. And just go ahead and cut all the way through. This is probably not the knife to use, but that's okay. So I'm gonna just cut it like that, and these look perfect. Just gonna go ahead and cut this. And then a fun thing that you could do is to remove these, like this little tendon thing, and take a fork and then go like that. There you go. It's gone. It is done. And I'm going to do the same thing to this. Oops. If I can grab it. No, there we go. See? Just like that. And then when you bite into this, it's not like chewy or gross or whatnot. As for these, it's probably this, but that's okay. Okay, so now for the fun part. I have my dish here, and I'm going to get these organized first. And put the flour right there. So we're gonna dip this in egg. Want it all nice and coated, like so. Let the excess drip off. Dip it in the flour. You could either use the same hand or a different one. Totally your preference. Shake it off. Dip it like so. And then in to the breadcrumbs. So I'm nice and coated. Like so. And then I'm just gonna do this for the rest of these. Alright, so the chicken looks like this when it's all breaded, and now we are going to cook it along with the vegetables, and we are gonna get the show on the road. So let's get started. Alright, so this is where our water is, and then this is where we're gonna cook our chicken. So I'm gonna be using, because I do not have canola oil, I'm gonna be using avocado oil to just fry these up. Well, I guess I won't be. So we're gonna be using avocado / olive oil, like so. Okay. I'm gonna let this heat up. Then we have all of our vegetables in here. Shallots, zucchini, peppers, and onions. And after we're done cooking the chicken, which is right here, we're gonna put the vegetables in, and it's gonna be delicious. The garlic, however, is going to be for the noodles, and I'm gonna show you that after everything is cooked. So, we'll roll this around, make sure it's getting hot. I do have this on high just to, make it start boiling. But, not ready yet. And this is a light, like a shallow fry. We just want the crust on the chicken to be nice and crispy, along with the chicken being done. So I'm going to try this small piece. It's getting there, but that's fine. We'll let it sit. We'll let it cook. And these are going to cook somewhat fast. There we go. There's that a little bit more sizzle. And we got 3 big chicken breasts. That's not bad. Okay, let me get my tongs ready, because that's okay. And also, sorry for the noise. The light noise, what you hear, is the fan for the microwave, which I talked about. The other big noise is the furnace heating up my home. So these are good. And then we're just gonna let these cook, and we'll be back. Right, look how good these look. Just gonna lift this up. You can see the golden brown on the crust. They smell delicious. I usually leave them in here for about like 5 to 10 minutes until both sides are golden brown, and then I usually take them off and let them rest. They usually come out juicy and perfect every time. But, doesn't it look so good? Delicious. And you could tell, you're like, I want this a little bit more crispy, a little bit brown. Go ahead. Do what you want. Because then I'm going to get another dish, and then I'm actually going to pull these 2 off, and then let them rest. Now you can cover them with foil just to, let them relax. You can keep them out like this. Doesn't matter, up to you. But when I cut these open, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna move these ones over, and then I'm gonna plop that one right in. And then we'll come back when I'm gonna be frying the vegetables. Alright, so I just wanted to show you all this. Look perfectly cooked deliciousness. So we're gonna let this rest now. So I'm gonna let this rest over here. And to the pan, I'm gonna lower this slightly. Gonna add some butter. And this is where all the vegetables are gonna come in. So, just like so. I'm gonna add in just a tad bit of oil, like so. And then we're just gonna dump everything in here. Oh yeah. Just like that. Now for this, you can use any vegetable you want. You know, any vegetable. You could just do peppers and onions. You can add tomatoes. It's all up to you. But we're just gonna mix all that around. And then for our seasoning, we're gonna do a little bit of onion powder. Garlic powder, like so. Ground pepper. And then just, not even that. We're gonna do a little pinch of ground sea salt. And then we're just gonna give this a nice mix. Let this come together nicely. Let these cook, let these soften up. And these will become delicious. Now for here, the thing about this pasta is that it cooks insanely fast. So we want to add in some salt. And then we're going to add the pasta. Like so. Alright, so we're going to add the noodles in. Just like so. And we're just going to move them all around. The good thing about homemade noodles is that they don't take that long to cook. Between like 3 to 5 minutes, and they will be done. And you'll know because they will rise to the top. Just give this a nice stir. Like so. The vegetables are still doing good. I put a lid on it to kind of let them soften and get nice and delicious. It smells so good. It smells like peppers and onions. Honestly, it smells like when I made meatballs that one day. It smells like home. We're just gonna let it cook, and we'll be back. So as you can see the noodles rising to the top. You can see them right here. That means they are done. We're gonna give them another minute. While these finish up, I'm going to drain the pasta in a strainer in the sink. And then we're going to make our garlic butter sauce in this pot. So we're just going to give this a nice stir, like so. I'm going to go ahead and grab my oven mitts. Look at the owls. Isn't they great? I love these. Alright, so we're gonna turn down the heat to about 4. I'm gonna take this off and drain the noodles. like so. So, in this pot, I know you're gonna freak out, but trust me on this. I'm going to add in a whole stick of unsalted butter. Okay. To that, so just let this go. To that, I'm going to add the garlic. I'm going to put that in. I'm also going to put in some parsley flakes. And then just a little bit of garlic powder. Onion powder. And black pepper. That's it. Mix this around and then just let this cook. These smell heavenly. And you can tell that these are done because you can see they're all nice and soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the heat and then put this off to the side. Let that go. And just circle this around like so. The garlic is fragrant and smells delicious. It almost smells like making homemade garlic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just see if I can, there we go. Going to take some Parmesan cheese. Let's just get this rolling around. Okay. And then I'm going to dump all of my noodles in. Like so. Okay. And then with that, I'm just going to give this a nice big stir till all the noodles get coated in that butter and garlic. And then we're going to cover this in some cheese. And I'll show you the final product in just a moment because I realize you guys can't see it. I'm going to turn off the heat. Like so. Get my oven mitts again. Lily. Zapdos Kitchen. If you guys want merch like this, let me know. I'll see if I can create it. Look at that. Delicious. And then you're like, oh my god, it's all like pasty. It's not. It's because these are fresh. So those are good. And look. Apron. Look at the apron. You guys see the sweatshirt too? Look at that. Like, Zapdos Kitchen on the sweatshirt. Awesome. Anyway, I'm not trying to promote myself. Maybe a little. But let's get all this together. Alright, so we are ready. Here, grab that. Hold on. Some of that. So, first off, look at this chicken. Look at that beauty. Elegant, delicious. Delicious. So then we have our noodles. Like so. I'm gonna drizzle some Parmesan cheese on there. And then we have our, voila. Ooh, look at the steam on that. All right. My fork. There we go. So, let's dig in. Pasta is perfectly cooked. You get the hint of that garlic butter, you get the garlic, you get all the seasonings. That's pasta. It's good, delicious. Alright, so our vegetables. The vegetables are very well seasoned and just overall delicious. They are soft. I mean, if you want a little bit of crunch, cook them for less time, but you know, it is just so good. So good. And then the chicken. The thing I like about this chicken is that adding Parmesan cheese, whether it is in the can, if it's grated yourself, anything, adding it to the breadcrumbs, different flavor. It just tastes good. You could taste the Parmesan cheese, you can taste the seasoning, and panko breadcrumbs just really do the trick. Super delicious. I love making, if I ever do breaded chicken, I always make this. It just gives it that nice, like, it's just good. It's just, you could taste it. When I make chicken Parmesan, I do the same thing and it is delicious. But, I give this meal a 9 out of 10. Why a 9? Because I screwed up and forgot to add a little bit of the pasta water to the garlic butter. But that's okay. But that does it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to be the best you can be, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!